Do you work too much, constantly on the go, miss hanging out with friends, family, or even yourself? Do you ever feel like you need an escape? Winnie's Escapes is here to help with just that. We specialize in family travel, autism travel, group trips, vacations, staycations, and more. So when you're ready for your next escape, make sure you contact us at winniesescapes.com. Follow us on social media at Winnie's Escapes as well. Winnie's Escapes, where your dreams become your reality.
Where your dreams become your reality. Whitney escapes. Whitney escapes. No, that's Kit Kat. We're gonna have to come up with a jingle for you.
Alright.
But you gotta give me like a flex, like a song or something. Look. I'm sorry. Welcome everyone to Whitney's Escapes Wednesday. This is the Whitney's Escapes podcast with your host, Whitney's Escape, and her co-host, Quest GLM. You like my intro? No?
I did. I was earlier. I was like, oh my god, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh my god, that's. I said, where did I get that from? I saw you at T Quest.
Hey, I'm trending with. I got a lot of things that people just emulate. They just try to emulate my greatness. You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
So what's going on? What's popping? What's shaking? What's cooking? Good looking? Oh my god, sound like Captain. But go ahead.
I had a woosah. I had a woosah, so I can make sure I bring that right energy. Bring that right energy.
I am the right energy. What you talking?
I know. I said I gotta bring it the right. Shake it off. Shake it like a
You
salt.
can do it. Put your mind to it.
I can do it. Put your. Let me not.
Now what's going on? Talk to me. You know I'm a professor. You know I'm a doctor. So if you need me, I'm here to listen. What up though? What the matter? No. What the matter?
Busy, crazy day. Like
Crazy day.
But you know, when God is moving, the devil's always moving right along with him. And we just got to know we got it. That's why it's good in boxing. It says, God with block, God, you just got to keep it because it's always be somebody coming after you, something going on.
Absolutely.
And like I've been saying in this podcast for over a year, because we don't just talk about travel, we talk about real life. We keep it 100% on here. Balance. And especially for the ladies who might be watching. And even the guys, so maybe you guys can, if you don't already have compassion or a deeper understanding of the things that the lady in your life did, even I know a lot of you men are hopefully equally partners. It's a lot because, like even today when I was talking to you earlier, it's like, wait, breathe. Like usually I'd be like, not even just talking, moving. I'm always, what you got? And trying to balance everything is very challenging because even like today, business was popping, which was good. Everything wasn't lucrative, but it's still I like being in contact with my clients, keeping them updated, hearing where they are, what's going on. Continue to build the relationship that we had. And when I'm doing all those things, then I got children here because Wednesday they're always home on Wednesday because school shut down on Wednesday, so it's definitely schooling at home. So mom, wait, like teacher texts me, oh, I want to test your daughter today. I'm going to do this. Hey, my daughter didn't even go to soccer because she don't know where half of her stuff is. And I was like, I'm not doing it. I said, today I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be micromanaging everything. Y'all going to have to figure out how to survive without me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's very important. My husband, like, we're going to, I said, I ain't going nowhere. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm not going because I ain't going either because she can't find it. I said, I'm not going to always go behind people and make everything so easy because then it's more on me, and then it also doesn't give them any responsibility. Like, oh, you mad because you didn't go? Well, next time you'll remember where you put your stuff. And like our mother says, she goes, well, you bought all these organizers and stuff for your kids, and they still ain't organized. And then she'd be like, no. Well, they're kids. I'm like, don't just tell me, well, they're kids. You know what I'm saying? When will the let me get it together snapping? Because I'm doing a lot of things in my life, in my business, and when things are moving, there's always something else shaking. Now, if my kids was acting right, business would have been funny. Hey, you know what I'm saying? If business right, kids acting funny. So it's like trying to get everything to be on this page and not like, and while also keeping, like today is Wellness Wednesdays besides Wednesday Escape. So it's supposed to be your wellness, all those good things. And I'm like, please, Wednesday would be my biggest days of the week. It is unfortunate, but it's true because I'm always trying to do so much. You know what I'm saying?
Worn out Wednesdays.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have a great night because me and my husband already said we're gonna go. He's like, "Wait, you wanna do date night tonight?" I'm like, "Bet." He said, "Well, put the kids down. You come hang out with me." I was like, "Bet," because he's like, "I could tell you need to use that because
Ooh,
it's
so many W's.
yeah,
Wellness, worn out, woosah. Pick your W. If you have the wrong W, you need to make it right with a W. That was cheesy, but it's true.
it's true.
What's your W today? What is your W? Are you worn out? Do you need a wellness check? Are you out here winning? Do you need a moment to just woosah? What is your W, or what should your W be? You better work it out.
Exactly. And today my W is wisdom. Use wisdom in everything that you do. And my wisdom is like, you know what? After this, I usually do my 2 mile walk. I'm gonna do it because I didn't do it early because it was so hot outside. So I'm gonna do
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to mine too after.
Yeah. And then I'm going to eat, take my shower, and go right down to my
Oh
basement.
my God, that's my
Relax.
same plan.
See?
We here. We here.
And relax. You know, put those kids down.
Ooh, wisdom.
You have to know when to keep on going, when to stop, when to slow down, when to turn. When in this life you gotta know which way to move. And the only way you'll
Now
know that
move,
is
you
to listen to your
move
wisdom.
like that. Oh, wow. No, I totally get that because even today, like right before we even started the show, I was conversing and he was like, "You sound worn out." I said, "Because I am worn out because I'm always going." I'm just like, and it's not just about just going like outside, it's just doing a lot of stuff in general. It's a lot of stuff you can do in the house. Like even today, I'm doing computer stuff, phone stuff, emails, designs, cooking, cleaning. Like this stuff wears you out to the point that when it comes to the show, I'm like, you gotta snap into it. Why? Because it's just there's no moment to breathe. And then when you have a moment to breathe, you have so much on your mind, like, wait, let me make sure I don't forget something, or wait, did I do this? Or wait, let me just matter of fact, I can't even take the break. I got too much to do, and it's just never a moment. And then, like you said, when people are so using you as a crutch, like they're lost without you. That's how it was with certain friends and colleagues and stuff, because I was always there at their beck and call. That now I'm like, no, I'm busy. But did you ever? Nope. Have you? Oh, I'm like, what? I'm tired. And it's still more stuff to do. Like you said, a lot of business stuff coming in, but you're still tired. Things is flowing, but it's exhausting. But you gotta do what you gotta do because we out here as women and we out here winning, but we have to use wisdom and make sure we don't wear ourselves out or get worn out. And sometimes we need a moment to woosah so we could just bask in our greatness on Whitney Escape Wednesdays.
Yes.
Whoa.
And with that note, I know I'm looking at your water. I'm like, yo, I left my water bottle all the way over there. That's like,
Wow. You can go get
yeah,
it.
it's hot today. So I gotta keep, you gotta keep hydrated. It's
Exactly. It's
very,
gonna be like 80 some degrees. I always see mine with my sleeveless on today, so I'm about to be
yeah,
outside.
and it's humid. And
That's the worst.
yes. So I'm like, I'm about to cut on that AC, the central air. I wasn't going to, but changed my mind. It's going on. So by the time I get back, it should be nice and cool, so I could have a very relaxing evening. But with
hmm
all that drama, I wanted to go back and change on some happy notes. Yesterday was a great day on T-Quest Tuesday, and T-Quest did a wonderful interview, and she had a great co-host and a great DJ. It was just amazing. I was like, who is this GLM person? Oh, I know her. You know what I'm saying? Who's Whitney on her show? Oh, that's me. It was just phenomenal. And we interviewed, S.J. Hampton from Imagine. Now he does um God worship, inspirational music. I had to think about what I was gonna say. Inspirational, I have to say God. Inspirational music and stuff like that. You gotta check out the interview. It was a really good interview, very insightful, great young man. He's independent. He has a beautiful voice and he has a great message. So if you guys didn't check it out, please do so. I think GLM team did a great job. They were
The
phenomenal.
G, the L, and the M. As the G, because I'm a G out here in the streets of urban now. But at the same time, you guys know I am the voice goddess. And as the voice goddess, I was really speaking to our guest, SJ Hampton, just trying to get to know him a little more. Like, he started out as a younger urban pop star per se, and still trying to find himself, because when you're a teenager you're still trying to find yourself. And even though music has always been a part of his world, he just things change, things shift, but he's still doing what he loves, and he's doing the type of music he really wants to do, which is more on the inspirational side. So I'm like, yes, kudos to you, let's just do this. And he had a great time, his team loved it. That's what it's all about. And I made sure I had my team with me the G, and then my lovely co-host of the day was Whitney Escape. She was the L, the lady of the hour. And of course, people hitting me up. Oh, we just love Whitney. She's so amazing. She's full of wisdom. She's so wonderful. And she always keeps it real. I'm like, well, that's what you need. You need people on your team that's professional, know how to be engaging, do their research, support, but always keep it real. It's too many fake and phony people out here. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of
Mm.
that, the other part of the team, the G, the lady, which is the L, the M, is DJ Il Nino. He came up there and flexed on them. We were literally in the middle of a conversation. SJ Hampton was just talking about his new songs and some songs he did. Nino heard it. He snatched them songs and came on the show and just flexed on them people. He is the man. The M and GLM. You got the G, the L, the M, the goddess, the lady, and the man. And together, like, we did that yesterday. That was an incredible interview. And the best part about it, the audience loved it, the guests loved it, their team loved it, and we didn't do nothing extra. We did nothing fake and phony. We were just being ourselves. Just being ourselves. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes all you gotta be. You don't have to put on a representative. Just be you. If you're a good person. Let me just put that disclaimer. Because some people out here be hot mess narcissists. Just saying. But
Facts.
I'm just saying.
Just be you, boo. And it will
Be
all be
you.
authentic. And you always get the praise that you deserve because you're authentically you. Facts. That was amazing. Yes, it was. But let's talk about some more exciting things that's going on in our lives since this is our platform. One thing
Yes.
I'll be talking about, I will be dropping a flyer this week about Morocco. I knew I've been telling you guys about it. You've been on my website at www.winningsescapes.com. You would have seen it already from last year, but I did vamp up the trip, added some new things in it. Great, great, great things. As for next year, we are accepting deposit now to lock in your spot. We are have limited space because we're still during a pandemic, and I want to make sure that we're safe while we're out there. So I can't have a million people bombarding me. The price and everything will be up. It's going to be amazing. Everything that you can think about that you want to do, we will be doing it. So
Absolutely.
Morocco 2022, September 2022. I hope you guys are ready. I know some people were looking forward to this. You have plenty enough time to get your money up for that. Make payments, arrangements. That's why I'm dropping it now because, as I said, it's next year September. It's over a year to get your monies in, and it's going to be an amazing experience. I'm also going to be dropping my family trip that I'm doing for any family members. I don't care how your family dynamic is, but you guys been asking for that as well. So I will be doing that for 2023. I'm going to give families, because it's more people, more time to get their money together. Even it's very cost efficient, but I still know that we're in a pandemic. We're still going through transitionings and stuff. So I want to give people more than enough time for families to explore that opportunity. Yes, GLM.
Please explain to them, not just because the pandemic and need more time, but as a family of 4 plus, that it ain't easy to plan a trip because you have everybody's expenses to think of. So you always put that make sure that's on the forefront when designing these trips because you understand personally.
Exactly. I gotta find this pizza here because it's driving me crazy. But yes, I understand like GLM G because I'm the L. It is not easy planning a family vacation for a group of 4, even if you have a budget for things like that. Because I tell people all the time, Whatever it costs for once, you got time to buff. I don't have little babies. My kids are young, but they take up a whole seat. So the air, if it's $200 an airplane ticket, and that's like low. You can't even get that now to go to Florida. It's like $250, $300 to go. So I'm just using a low number, $200. Automatically, that's $800 right there. You know what I mean? And then you have to think of the stay, the excursions, whatever you want to do. It's for a family of 4. You're easily spending more, like around $1,000 a person, I want to say, if you're going to do like a whole week. And that's on, like, you, if you're trying to stay within that number, and it's always good to plan it out in advance. If you want to do a whole 7 days at a nice property, can you find something, probably cheaper? You might. But the problem with that is the food going to be so great? Are your kids going to have a great experience?
And her kids love to eat. And they're used to, gourmet food, fresh food, name brands. They used to the top of the line food. So you got to make sure when they go on vacation that it's up to the standard and the level of deliciousness that they're accustomed to. No, for real. Because at the end of the day, if they don't like it, they ain't gonna eat it.
And they're gonna be complaining the whole time. They're gonna be complaining the whole time. And even the simple things like condiments. Ketchup ain't the same everywhere. Just like you go to the grocery store, they all don't taste the same. Chicken nuggets ain't the same. You want to make sure you're getting real chicken. Kids are very picky. So I like to pick properties that have multiple options, because as a parent on vacation and your kid is hungry or hangry, it's very annoying and it ruins your experience with them. So when it comes down to planning a family vacation, you want to make sure you're staying at a nice property. It doesn't have to be $5 million to stay, but a nice family property. You want to make sure that it accommodates adults and children so that you both can have a great time. That if you want, you can put them, there is the child center, kids club, where you can go check on them. They can call you because they're old enough to go, and they have great activities. Or you can be an adult only place, or you can go to the spa for an hour, and it's included. Somebody's watching your kid for an hour, and it's reputable places because they show you that all those staff members been trained. They have cameras, all types of things, so you don't have to really worry about anything. Especially if you have older children who can communicate to you, what's going on. If they have cell phones, they can call you. If anything seemed fishy, I never had any problems when I have done that because I always waited till my kids were of age to communicate. And one good thing about it, if your kids don't want to be there, they will call you and say, your kids don't want to be here anymore. They'll either bring your kid to you or you just pick up your kid, but you want to make sure you're at a place where you and your family, if you're going to spend $500 or $1,000, you want to get your money's worth that you saved up to do that. So I always try to pick nice properties that is cost efficient, not something like, woo, can everybody afford? Somewhere in the middle, that, and I always try to do it way in advance so we can lock in this year's rate and not 2 years rate. It takes a lot of time and energy, and it takes a lot of string pulling because the prices for these trips are not even published prices yet because it's so way out in advance. But because I have such a good rapport with these companies, they're willing to pull a little strings from me. Like, okay, she always do things. She's honorable company, So I take a lot of time and energy and put my business and name on the line and my money to lock these rates in for my clients and say I'm guaranteeing them that I'm bringing them these people. So it's very important to understand that. But I'm excited about it, guys. I am so excited because we are going to Punta Cana. And I'm actually going there this year too, but I'm excited about it because
y'all peep that flex, right? Like she just
because I'm about to say I never been there. I'm about to say I never, but I'm thinking, we're going there, so I had to remember that.
You are? Oh, that's great.
You're going too.
I am.
I sent you the information. You probably forgot because you're busy posting.
At the end of the day, that's what you're here for. That's why you're my travel agent. You just let me know what's up. I throw it on my website, godletmeroll.com. And then, I just wait for my assistant, Google, to let me know I have a trip coming up so I can go back and take my flight.
Exactly. So I'm excited about it.
Where are we going?
Punta Cana.
When?
October.
Ooh.
I
I'm
just
like,
sent you all this stuff like a day or two ago. It's so funny how she does.
I get 1,000 emails a day, legit ones, because I'm popping. But yes, what? That's gonna be a birthday flex, naked and Kuta Cana. Was it Kunta?
Punta, punta.
Punta. Punta Cana.
Exactly.
Ooh, I'm about to get
It
some
would be.
vitamin D on my melanin in the fall, bearing it all.
So I'm excited. It'll be at the Royalton Splash, which has
Ooh, wait, don't you gotta flex that. She said the royal tent. The
yeah,
royal.
I'm really
That's
liking their properties.
crazy, son.
I stayed at the one in Antigua, but the Royalton Splash has like the biggest resort water park in Punta Cana. So they got like all these slides and stuff. You know, the kids are going to love that. Even me as an adult, I love going under the little zoopy things in the water. So it has, and too, one good thing about it, it has like adult only section. So if you do want to be like, I just want to go to the adult pool, let my kids be with their daddies or the in club, and I just want to be over here
Oh,
quiet.
well, just I could keep catching this. I'm a great listener because I'm a therapist. You said your kids gonna be with their daddies.
Yeah, the kids. That mean like the moms can go and the
Okay, I was just wondering if you got multiple baby daddies down here, even though there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
no.
I'm like, ooh.
It's
No,
a group
yeah.
trip. So,
Yes.
people are going to bond over it, and the guys could have like guy times or father kids time, swap them out. Parents can do a night together. So that's why I'm asking people to now, when I do drop that flyer, to put your deposit in, because I do have some great things planned that I want to make sure that people get the opportunity to enjoy the thing, like their excursions, the meet and greet, the welcoming dinner, private dinners and stuff like that. So I have to have a proper head count so I can really make it the ultimate trip like I like to do.
Is JLM Designs designing the flyer for this trip?
Yes, that's the only company I use for my flyers. So it's always GLM Designs. So if you guys looking for flyers or anything like that, please look them up. They're great, excellent, very professional. Really good, really good. I would highly recommend them.
Yeah. What? I mean, what? Wait, come on now. We in our early 30s. We've lived life, meaning that we've been through ups and downs, a whole roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Even though we may be a little tired on the show, like we work hard. We do a lot of things. We do a lot of great things, And in the midst of doing all that stuff, we still here for people. We're still helping people, guiding people. You know what I'm saying? We've
I
been
do.
blessed with many gifts and talent. Nothing wrong with flexing that stuff. You know?
It's nothing. And I hope you guys understand that too.
What? Shout out to Jayon Lee in the building.
Oh my God, he is hilarious.
Let's go.
I can't escape them, guys. I can't escape them.
Love our fans.
Oh God. I was just telling my husband that I need to escape, just me and him. Like I'm like, we need to escape. Vacay.
Big case. I've heard so much about them. I just can't wait till the day comes when I can take a vacation and I'm not talking to nobody while I'm out there except for Bay. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. Escape is healing escape. Yes, I know as an entrepreneur, I work 24/7, but I'm working harder now. So when it comes time for the vacation, I can really vacation with Bay.
It's important to do that. It's important to do vacations, to stay connected and stuff like that. It's important to treat yourself good. You know what I'm saying? And always staying connected with your loved ones and yourself. I need a self-cation. I need a vacation. And then, of course, we do a family vacation. But it's important to not forget the other elements. And sometimes we get busy and forget that there's other elements. And it's also important to I want to piggyback on what you were saying, flexing on me before, where our fans had to come in and say that they're watching us again. Um, it's important to know your worth and value in your business, because I had to revamp my own business and my fees and everything, because people will use and abuse you and discounted and free like I ain't hungry and I don't need to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not greedy out here, but if you're doing a service, you deserve to get paid, no matter who you are. And it's important to know that. And then you're gonna know who's your client, because if you say I'm charging $1 to do something for you, and 50 cent is going to go towards whatever I'm doing for you, but I just want to make sure you're serious. But so pay that $1 and I keep 50 for my time and effort for doing something together. And you ain't willing to do that, then I know you ain't a serious client. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, I understand. I think people should. It's kind of like when I'm in a store, right? I don't automatically go up to an employee. I take the time to look for things myself. And then once I need the help, because I know like I need to find it, then I'll find an employee, right? That's the same thing as I will do my research myself for certain things just to see maybe I want to go here, maybe go there. But if I'm really serious, like I know I want to go somewhere these dates, I know this is much money I want to spend, I know these are certain things I want to do on my trip. Like it's going to happen, and now I need it done. That's the time when you contact your travel agent when they escapes, because that means you know you're ready to go, not when you're still in like maybe I don't know that phase. You don't call me on that phase. Because no, for real, you don't call me. That's the same thing with my businesses too. I tell people I'm like, so it sounds like you don't know what you want. It sounds like you don't know what you want to do. It sounds like you don't know when you want to do it. So when you're actually ready, that's when you contact me. Because clearly you're not ready. Now, if you're contacting me because you have the money to do whatever you're trying to do and you just need my help for suggestions, then that's different. Like, look, I want to go, like your business, it'd be like, I want to go away for my birthday. These are the dates. This is my budget. And I want something that has like, pool, spa, this, that, and third. What can you find me? That means they're ready. They know their budget. They have their money. They come to you. And my business is like, look, I want a flyer, or I want drops and stuff. I know I want 3 drops, or I want 2 flyers. I know I want it to be this, like that, third, but I'm not sure exactly. That means you're ready to pay when it comes time to pay, but you just need my guidance as expertise to let you know, well, I can do it like this, I can do it like that, and call it a day. But if you ain't at that stage, don't contact us. It's not trying to be funny, but we should not be doing all this work and then you be like, let me think about it. It's like people who window shop. Why are you sitting at somebody's vending table for an hour, scoping stuff when you know you ain't really gonna buy nothing? Like, don't waste my time when there's other people that could be standing right here. You blocking. What? Well, I don't know if you ever been like a vendor. Well, you have, when you had your business Winnie's Sweets, but it's annoying. That's the one. Don't get me started with. Don't get me started. I already started, but
I want to talk to you for 45 minutes and don't even buy a cookie for 2 cents, and you just wasted like a whole hour of my time. I'm like, really?
and then they gotta ask you, are these gluten free? No, they ain't gluten free.
But it's like that. You have to understand that, and it's important to support one another and understand that people out here are real business owners, and we do a lot to put these things together for our clients. So we take our craft seriously, and we want you to take us seriously as well. And that's why it's important to work with reputable people. But no, like my Morocco trip, that took a lot of time and effort to put together. The family trip, it took a lot of time and effort together. I will be having more group trips, couples trips, single trip, a whole bunch of different things, as the world's opening up, following all the proper guidelines to make sure that we are safe. That takes a lot of time and energy. And that's why I pick certain destinations, because I want to make sure that whoever travels with me or travels through my company is somewhere that's safe and they can really enjoy themselves. There's no point in paying all this money and then you cooped up in like a room or a box, so you don't feel like you're on vacation. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? You might as well just stay at home. So it's important to understand the things that people are doing to do this. But on another note, I'm excited about all these new things that's coming up. I am so excited about it. I'm excited because other people are excited. I'll be doing some Zooms, to talk about it for everybody who's interested. So look out for that. You will see my flyers flexed by the GLM. They'll be doing my flyers and stuff like that. I'm just excited about where I'm going now. Am I a little tired? Yeah, because when you have a lot going on, it does take a lot of energy as well. So like we were saying earlier, learn how to balance, is Wellness Wednesday, do a wellness check. Like I know after this, I'm gonna eat, take my walk, and I'm chilling out for night. I already cut off my business phone, so if anybody calls me now, I'll respond to you in the morning. My hours are 9 to 5.
In the morning.
Like Beth said on the 5 heartbeats.
9 to 5. Sorry. I know Red just said that. Red said from 9 to 5. But the dude that was hanging off the balcony, 9 to 5. What? I'm just getting ready because I'm about to be an actress. I'm about to be famous out here in these streets. So I just
You're already famous. You just have to go to a different level of fame.
absolutely. Thank you for the correction. Just I just gotta flex. I gotta flex my acting ability for the people. You know what I'm saying? So they can know that your girl T Quest is ready for the fam, y'all.
Yes.
What? You say you're gonna visit me, right?
I am definitely going to visit you. That's more money, more airplane tickets.
You know what? What? Don't even worry about it.
You flexing on them.
I'm just gonna leave it right there. Don't even worry about it. I ain't saying I got it, but don't even worry about it.
The part about it is true though. I have we got the fleet conference coming up.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ready for Whitney's escape to the fleet conference.
I don't
Like,
think
they're gonna fall in love with you so much. You're like, "Look, please, social distance, please, people. I get it. I'm a celebrity, but you guys gotta go now." I'm telling you, they're gonna fall in love with you. They're gonna fall in love with you. Like, I just know it. I just know it.
I'm gonna
I
have
just know
it's
it.
gonna be a good time. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about, I love going to different places. I've been to Florida several times, but I never been to Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm excited about being there, meeting up my fleeters, as you're gonna call them, my fellow
Hey.
fleeters, and being a part of the festivities, getting back to some type of normalcy. So I'm excited about that. Then I have our mother's birthday. She wants to go somewhere, so I'm trying to figure that out. And then I have a conference for a week in Florida again. So it's like I think the whole month of July I'm just basically gone or doing something,
And it's gonna be
which is
hot
a lot.
too.
Yeah, but now that the world's opening and stuff like that, and they put I know a lot of the trainings they put in July and September, that time of year to see how everything's going. And it's important because I haven't done a lot of in-face stuff, but you learn a lot when you're in person with these conferences and stuff in your breakout rooms. You have time to speak with, different suppliers and cruise ships and how they're doing their new protocol. 'Cause, guys, cruises are starting back up. Some are starting back up as early as June. And there's a lot of different protocols for people who are vaccinated and people who aren't vaccinated. So it's so much different things that are going on during that. It's important to, be mindful. And if you're not sure, hit your girl when it escapes. I don't have a problem booking anybody's vacation or escape. But there's a lot of new rules and protocols, even for people who are vaccinated. Even if you're traveling to different countries, they still want COVID tests and stuff like that. So don't just think because you're vaccinated, you can just go anywhere and do anything. This is not the case.
Especially also with a lot of people with these fake cards.
Yes.
People still gonna be checking. So
Yeah.
you can't get mad at them for that because at the end of the day, just like when it comes to IDs and stuff, right? When it comes to IDs and stuff, we have for a reason. Like if you're too young to drink, you should not be drinking. If you're too young to smoke, you should not be smoking. If you're too young for the club, you're not posting it. That we have the sheet. Let me see how old you are. But then people got the fake stuff, and I'm like, yo, you don't know something could happen to you. Like this stuff is real. We have certain rules and regulations for a reason. Just like this y'all playing with life and death because you're so desperate to go see somebody or do something that you literally you're it's bad enough when you're producing the fake cards, but it's even worse when you're the one that's actually desiring the fake cards. This pandemic is life and death, not or it's like life and death. Someone's going to be affected. So just because you're vaccinated does not mean you're 100% in the cure because I know people got vaccinated who did catch COVID after. And then at the same time, even if you got your cards to people, since there are fake ones, they're still gonna be checking and you can't get mad at them for that. Period.
Yeah, and it's not like you can't travel. You still can travel. You just got to do the proper steps to do it. And I tell people, if just the wrong, what really bothers me about the human race is that we don't have enough respect for ourselves and other people. And if you had respect for yourself and other people, you will follow the rules, especially when it comes down to people's health and life. You know what I mean? Do
Mm-hmm.
what you have to do. Do we like wearing masks? No. I feel like I'm suffocating and my face is breaking out and it messes up my sinuses. But I'm going to do it because I want to make sure that I'm safe and you're safe. You know, like we said last week on the show, you learned this in preschool. Put your arms out if you could touch somebody that's too close. Don't bust my bubble. That's my bubble. In my bubble, that means my personal space. If you talking, you got spit. You know, 'cause a lot of y'all talk like that. And if it could reach me, you too close. Back
Yeah.
it up.
You know what the funny thing is? I used to always talk about how we take English class every year, right? And I keep saying, I'm like, it's crazy. We take English class every year, every year, every year, right? And then we learn the same thing the first semester all the time. What is that? Nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, etc. And I'm like, yo, why do we get this every year? But then you realize people forget every year. They really don't remember. So we gotta do it every year. And now I'm like, you know what? Just like they're like, well, these kids, this and that. I'm like, you mad? A kid forget things. Adults forget things every day. Just like affirmations. You think people read and call today? No, you gotta read it again to remind yourself. And it's kind of like you said back in preschool, we learned how to have social distancing and wash our hands at a third, but we still had to be reminded of that in the year 2020. That's crazy.
The English thing
Guys,
is boring because I be forgetting if I'm using it right now, pronoun.
it's really funny because if
I
we
be
took them, they
forgetting.
always if they told what's that show Smarter Than a Fifth Grade or something. Like if you really took them tests now, I'm pretty sure a lot of adults would fail because at that moment it was fresh in our minds.
Exactly. And now you
Mm.
got so many things to correct you, like T-Quest or my husband. Proof it. My husband be sending me all types of stuff because I go, wait, look at this. I'm like, you trying to be funny? Because if I use the wrong there or he like wrong one. I'm
Yeah,
like, you know
we be
what?
laughing at that stuff, but it's very easy to mistake them. You know, so
Hmm.
I always say it in my head before I type it so I can remember which one it is. Or sometimes I will like
Sometimes
choose
the computer
joy.
will correct you and it puts the wrong one.
Yo,
And if
let me tell
you go
you,
back and check
Google,
it, you be like, exactly
Google
what
and
I was
stuff
trying
is
to say.
yo. Sometimes Google and stuff in Gmail also is ghetto. Like it's to
Hmm.
the point all of our new words they be really like letting slide. Like the flex words, the ebonics. I'm like, how you even know about them? Like then again, why wouldn't you know about that? You know, I'll put in celebrities names and nicknames that's not even real words and they let it slide. Or it'll come up as a suggestion because they know what it is out here in these streets. I'm like, Google is ghetto. Like it's so bad to the point that even if you mess up a word, they be like, you probably meant to write it like that. I'm like, no, I did not. You know, but like you laugh about I'm dead serious. I'm like, what is happening? No, no, I speak proper, I write proper. This was an honest mistake. Fix that thing for me. You're supposed to be having my back. I'm just saying.
I hate it. Definitely if I type real fast and then somebody replying, I'll be like, wait, hold up. Or text. That's why I hate texting. Because a lot of times I'm in the middle of something and I'm just trying to blah 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 and put it back. And I'm like, that is not what. And you know, that's why every time when people text, they have to always put a correcting word or something because something's always wrong, and that's
Oh,
not
I
what.
always pause before I send people things because I don't like seeing it to the point I will literally delete a text because I don't want to see my error. I'm one of those anal people. I'll be like,
You
I'll put it, like I'll be like, I put LOL instead of LOL. What was I thinking? I'll delete the whole thing. It's just a pet. This is a pet peeve for me. You know, we're all different. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Please don't
I
judge
don't
me.
judge. We're all different,
Okay.
but I respect it. I respect it because you want to make sure that your grammar is proper, and more people should do make sure that their grammar is proper. You
Mm.
know, I'm not above like if I have a crazy document and I'm not 100% sure, I will have my husband proofread, or I even send it to you, Quest, proofread this. I ain't above
Facts.
having somebody proofread anything because you put
Mhm.
something out there, you got yourself looking crazy, then
Mhm.
swallowing your pride, like, hey, can you double check this to make sure I use the
I'll
proper?
be like, lovely. Let me look. Let me check a while. Yes. Let me see what this says. This is a confirmed document that GLM Designs will be doing all our designs for the rest of eternity. Is this right? Yep. Oh, darn. You put a comma instead of a period. Don't worry, I got you. No.
No, that's probably how people be really doing it, or Google be thinking that. Google wants you to look like you're retarded. And they probably be like, yeah,
What?
they probably want people to look like they crazy. Like,
Oh,
you.
they better not. Because they think because it's the way of the world that everybody wants to talk like that. Nobody wants to talk like that, okay? You want to speak like this, not talk like that. Speak like this. You know what I'm saying?
Or the Cardi B stuff.
Oh, ew.
Like, what if that'd be funny if you put okay and it goes, you like, how do you even spell that? Like, what the?
Oh, it's OKKUURR. It's funny because someone literally sent me a job script and it said ow. So when I was like ow or and I said ow, and you know what it was? Ow. They was like, I love the drops, but it was the wrong ow. I said you put ow like ow or ow. They was like, no, I want like that Cardi B. I'm like, you mean like ow? He was like, yeah. I was like, you should have said Cardi B's. I was like, what is what? Like someone else was like, yes, I need a drop. Lit hype. I said, okay, I got you. Nah, I need like that city girl voice. You mean like Young Miami who be talking like that? They were like, yeah, that's what I want. I was like, okay. Okay. Sure.
If it was like, ouch.
DJ blah blah blah. Ouch. Ow. I'm just like, yo. But it's hey, it's life, right? It's life. So yeah. Oh, this like y'all. I mean, yesterday y'all all had your glasses, you, SJ, Nino, and I was like, I should have put mine on so I could be with the 4-eyed crew. You know what I'm saying? What it could do, what it do. You hear me now?
Wearing masks and reading a lot, I have to wear my glasses because I only have prescription and one lens, guys. Because one of my eyes is weaker than the other. But because I'm wearing a mask, it's messing with my sinus, and if I'm reading, it's like my eyes would just the side of my head would be like pounding and pounding. So I have to be cautious, and especially because I've been on the computer a lot. Like I had so many Zoom yesterday. I have a Zoom. I got another Zoom. I just remember. So when you're on the computer all the time and you're typing and you're doing so much stuff, I had to be mindful. Oh, let me wear my glasses because I don't want to have a migraine, and it's really bad when I get a migraine at night.
It's funny you say that because I have perfect vision, right? Not even off flex, just being real. But my glasses are to knock the glare off the computer screen and the cell phone screens because I'm always on my computer, my phones all the time. But the crazy part is when I wear them, it gives me a headache. Like just now, it gave me a headache. Hold one like this, real quick.
Because you're not used to wearing them.
Yeah, and then with like all my lights in here too, like all of it together is too much. That's why if I do have them on, like I just take them off after a while.
Yeah.
So
I get it, but when I wear my glasses and I haven't worn them for a while, it takes me like an hour for my eyes to adjust to it, and my head will hurt, and then it would just go away.
All right, so this is the time when T Quest takes over Whitney's Escape Show. We're gonna flip the script on her really quickly. So, just like I do in the T Quest Show, I like to ask my guests, it is time for you to pack your bag. No work, no music, no family, no nothing. It's time for you to get on out of here. You're gonna stamp that passport, just you by yourself to escape. Where are we going?
Me, I'm going to Africa.
Nice. Yes, I love it.
I want to get on a elephant. I want to see the lions. I want to see the waterfalls. I want to be on a safari. I want to be secluded. Like I want to be with the animals and stuff, but really good food at the same time. And then like I need a month, and I really would just like to go all over Africa, like different places. That's something that I really would love.
I don't know. For like imagine like if you're imagining it, I can see that, but I don't know if I could see you away from your family for a month.
I don't know. I could not. Absolutely not. But
yeah, like for like imagination wise, that's cute. But
if I could just go somewhere now that I probably feasible, like being away, because it only could be like a weekend or something, it'll probably be Arizona.
I was gonna ask you something local too. So
Yeah, it would definitely be Arizona because they have really good spots out there, or California. But I want to go to California 'cause it's too busy. I want to go somewhere I could be near the mountains, um, and get some good food because they
I
seem to
didn't
have.
know you even like mountains like that.
I love nature. That's why I'm always outside. So I like nature where I can just wake up. I will go to Wyoming, as long as they have a really good spot and good food.
You keep saying these spots. Like my thing is like you know me, I love spots. It's like my number one thing, right? I love having my body rubbed by like the right hands, the right pressures, all of that, hot stones, wraps. But I'm like, it would have to be like a special spot to really be like, wow,
I have been to some that's been like that, and
I
that's
have it.
no, not yet. Because a lot of them, it's hard. Like I like doing the mud baths. I like getting the wraps. I like sitting there and there's so many things you can do. But I like being secluded. So when I go to the spa, definitely now in my older age, I always love nature. That's why I'm like I want to go to Ryan or somewhere where I can be at a beautiful spot and be like natural mud baths and get a really good tissue, deep tissue massage, but not one that's going to hurt me, but you know what you're doing type
Mhm.
massage with great food and quiet. So I could get a good book, read my book, eat wonderful food, and just wake up every day, do my morning prayer, thank you, Jesus, and just because sometimes I feel like what makes our life crazy is that we don't have enough quiet time where where you actually can be still without your mind going crazy thinking about what client I have to talk to. Did my kid put this assignment? How's my husband? What are the like a time where I can just be still, be quiet, and shut everything down. Especially for women, it's very hard for us to do that. And I don't have quiet time. And what also allows quiet time is your surrounding. And nature can be very so somewhere I can just sit there, but it has to have really good food. Like I love food, Quest,
I
and I can go
know.
somewhere and you can give me good food.
It's just fascinating when I hear you say you like food, but then you still one of those people that will order like the simple things, you know? Like I'd be like, what is that? Let me get this, add a little that, splash that. Like when you be like, let me just get the I'd be like, but then you're like, how's yours? It's too much. You should have just got the simple quest. You should have just got the simple. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny when you say you like food because you know everyone. If you pay attention to Whitney Escape, she's a burger, French fries, shake type of person. You know, if you got a shake, fresh strawberries in it or something, a great juicy seasoned burger, that's her thing. If she's in like the Caribbean or an island, she would love her fried plantains,
Sweet.
oxtails and rice, jerk chicken.
I love turkey.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
I like simplicity of foods. And one, because if you mix too much stuff, it messes up the dish. Like I could do it like we like, you love my fish tacos, but I make them where when the homemade when I'm making like pineapple sauce or the mango berry sauce, I do a different type of coleslaw so it doesn't overpower the fish and everything. It's a great balance. A lot of people call themselves chefs or have restaurants and they overpower the meal. Like if I'm eating
mm,
a fish and you fried it too hard, and all I'm getting is grease, and I don't have no freaking meat. That's why I said, what fish what type of fish you use? My fish tacos I always use a hearty piece of fish. I don't use tilapia because it's too thin. I like to use cod or haddock, something that is a hearty fish, so that you can still taste the fish. And I like to balance it, and I use different coleslaw. Even coleslaw is cabbage, but you can put different things in it so it change the taste, so it could
yes,
balance
I like
whatever.
a dry slaw or like a ranch jalapeno type or a mango salsa
Different
because I
things.
don't like
Sometimes
mayonnaise.
people do too much and it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? So I figure if you can make the most simple thing, if you mess up a burger, you messing up other stuff up on here. I love
Mm.
seafood, but when I go at Quest, I know she's allergic to shellfish, so I don't order those things when I'm with her.
Don't
Most
believe her. She gets shellfish all the time.
No,
She
when
might.
you come over here, I try to not do. I'll do a fish or something, but I really be trying to be like, okay, Quest is around. I'm not going to order this. Or I'm not going to go to this particular restaurant because I don't want her coughing and stuff like that. But I do love shellfish. I'm not gonna lie, cream crab berries is my thing. And I love fried shrimp. But I be trying to like I respect the people I'm around. But simplicity, some things are not so hard to make. Like I only eat my fried chicken. I can't go nowhere to find good fried chicken. And I love fried chicken. But a lot
I
of
was
people
wondering if I really like fried chicken. I'm like, I think I could like really like it. It just, I'm not impressed by a lot of people who make it.
they don't do a good job. I actually went to a restaurant and they actually made a really good fried chicken. And it was like different pieces. It was chicken and waffles, but they messed up my freaking waffle. But the chicken, the batter they used was really, really good. I was like, oh, I was shocked because I didn't put anything on it. I always like to try stuff before I put the hot sauce or seasonings on it to see if it's really good. But they did a good fried chicken, but they freaking killed my waffle. It was horrible. I was so mad.
Yeah,
But
I'm not.
I like good food, but I don't always go. When I go to places, I go for the simple thing first. So if I can trust you with that, next time I go, I'll order something else. But if I can't
Right.
trust you with something simple, I'm not gonna order that other stuff, even though it looks good. I'm not going to try if you mess up on something simple because I value my stomach and my health, and I'm not trying to be all sick and have my stomach hurts because you put the wrong combinations and stuff and over season things, and now I got stomach cramps. I don't like that. But I cook all the time. I cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Of course, things this is like a all inclusive resort here. I have my kitchen.
No, I don't because all inclusive resorts you do not have to fight for one pancake.
With jam. I made some yesterday, and he
I
was
call
like,
dibs.
"Oh my god, let me these
Sorry, what?
pancakes." I made pancakes yesterday too. And that's all you made. I said you got to pick how many. I'm like, no, I told you we're working on eating healthy and proper portions. You're not gonna eat 5 freaking pancakes because you want. I don't care. Like I'm making enough that you
You
are
know what you should do?
not what.
You should make the silver dollar ones, but literally the size of a silver dollar. I'm like, how many pants you want? He'd be like, I'll take 3 gladly. And then you give him the little ones. That will be freaking. He'll be mad and pissed off. So maybe you shouldn't, because I don't know his anger levels where it may take him. He might actually get in trouble. So, but I think that would be actually hilarious. Just
Everybody
fucking
like your mother, like, oh, you make extra pancakes. I was like, no, we are on portion control around here. I told you guys we're all working on being healthy. And since I'm the cook, you guys are gonna eat what the heck I make. Like today, I did
because you
grilled.
know ain't nobody else gonna cook.
Mm-mm. I made
Nah,
grilled chicken breast with the fresh broccoli and rice and stuff like that. So I'm not doing biscuits tonight because I'm trying to cut down some of the carbs. I'm like, we've been in quarantine, we've been in the house a lot. Let's get out. It's nice out. Drink more water. We're getting older, but we could still be getting better. Let's be conscious of it. I'm not trying to be nobody oompa loompa. So, and I don't want nobody around me oompa. So I'm like, I'm thinking of, really good meals, but cutting down some of the things and making it healthier in smaller portions.
absolutely. I just want to piggyback off something that you said a few minutes ago. I want to make sure I get in before we wrap the show and everything. Is when you said the reason why you pick simple things is because if I could trust you with something simple, then next time I'll try something else. I never knew that was the reason. That's something like every time I feel like you kind of dig yourself. You love food, but you still order the 3 things off the menu, the same old. But now knowing, I'm like, you know what? That makes sense, and that just resonated something in me. Like with me, when I go places, if I'm trying a new spot in a new city, a new area, I want to try something new. I know I'm taking the risk on my stomach, but how am I know if am I gonna like something if I don't try it? That's my mentality, right? But at the same time, like, first of all, what I'm not gonna do is get something basic if it's overpriced. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, if I have to pay $50 for a piece of chicken, I might as well pay the 70 for the fish. Like, if they both gonna be high, I'm gonna go for the extra high, fancy, pancy, smancy, right? So then it's more the fact like with people too. I'm gonna give you a little bit, see how you handle that before I give you more of me. Yeah, you can come to the cookout, but uh, I'll see what's up when it comes to you coming to like a bigger event than that. Okay, you got to test things out
Exactly.
because you don't know people. Like you said, you got to make sure you take care of your stomach because you don't know what's gonna happen with this food. Same thing with allowing people into your life. they can mess up your energy, your vibe, your aura. So you got to protect that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you on this level before I bring it to that. So that's just because I get deep, but I get deep. It just brought me to so many different things. Like I just took that and it just did something to me with that one little simple comment.
Yeah.
It just did something to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's true, but that's why. And I will go back, like if I'm somewhere for a weekend and you did a good job on something that I liked, or I'll ask, what are you known for? Like when I go to like different, like when I went to Chicago, I had to get a Chicago dog. I had to try to deep dish. When I went to like the specialty restaurant, I'm like, what is the favorite thing on this menu? I try those type of things, but then I also be like, let me try this because I'm spending my money. I want to make sure I'm not still hungry after I paid for this. Because if I don't like it, I gotta pay for it, give you a tip, and then I gotta go find something that I'm gonna like. You know what I mean? And then now I'm pissed off because I wasted my time, energy, and money, and I'm still hungry, and I gotta find something else to eat.
And I did the opposite. Like when I went to Chicago, I went to get the dog. I said, "Which one most popular?" This one. And I'm looking. I'm like, "Am I really gonna pay $10 for this plain dog?" Now let me try one of the fancy ones. If I'm gonna spend the money, I'm gonna spend the money. And of course, I hated it. It just tastes like nothing but grease. And then you said, "What happens? I don't like it." So I went to go get me like a Wetzel pretzel, additional just in case I didn't like it. And they both just feel like two things of grease. So I'm like, you know what? This whole thing was an epic fail. So I'm
Yeah,
just
my
like, maybe I
Chicago.
should have went with the simple. And I thought of you too. I said maybe I should have went with the simple dog. Cause Whitney would have went with the famous simple dog. But no, I just had a flex and now my stomach hurt. I'm saying,
And I don't like my stomach to very.
I know.
That would turn me all the way off. But sometimes, and definitely when I'm out and that's to go back to the trips. That's why I tell people I don't do these little cheap trips because I need good food. If I'm somewhere for 7 days and I paid all inclusive, so I mean my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the food is whack, I'm gonna be pissed for 7 freaking days, and I can't do that.
7 whole days.
So I make
Gonna be
sure
mad at
I look at the food
you.
reviews. I look at the restaurants, the name of the restaurants and stuff like that. I look at the hotel quality, and then I usually stay with the same brands that had treated me good at the previous location because it's important. Some brands have great customer service, very clean, but the food's not good, and I just be like, I'm not gonna go back there, or I'm gonna go to a higher level because, like for instance, like the Ryu, they have so many different levels of the Ryu. You know what I'm saying? So the Ryu Palace food is not the same as the regular Ryu because a palace is what they call palace because they have higher quality things there. That's why it costs more to stay there, and that's why they have a great rating than the other Ryus. So I always take all those things into consideration because I don't want to be uncomfortable and I don't want to be hungry after I just ate. And if you can
You
mess up
know,
a freaking fruit platter, I'm not gonna trust you with no freaking chicken. You couldn't even cut my fruit right, and it's not even sweet. This is an island, and you don't know what sweet fruit is. You give me this hard, rotten crap. Nah, yo, I'm out. I'm out. Some honeydew
it's
in
kind of
here.
like when it came to my Jamaica trip and we was in the Montego Bay first. And I'm like, okay, great, great. You're like, this is generic based on where you're gonna be tomorrow. I said, what? You was like, trust me. I'm like, whatever. Then we get to the buffet. I'm like, trust me, this is basic. I'm like, what are you looking at, right? And then when I get to the next place, what? Like, I would never want to go to that first place ever again in life. Like, this is amazing. My food was so basic. The place is so basic. But if you don't you like something until you jump out of your comfort zone. Like this is your first experience. This is nice. This is lovely. But when you're ready to live life, I see you tomorrow in the grill.
And
Sorry,
what did I eat at that first place?
um, I think like a roll. No,
Nothing.
you had one piece of jerk chicken and
I
said
can
thank
do
you
that.
and fasted until the next day.
I
She
was
like you
so
want somebody. They're like you finish your play. You never even touched a thing. Like I'm good, thank you. And
mm-mm.
I was like,
I didn't.
mm-mm.
I didn't eat it. I didn't like it. I was like, no. But yeah, and that's another thing I want you guys to understand. And Quest is my witness. When I go out the country, I stay at sometimes multiple properties. Just so we went to 3 different properties while we were out there, and to have those experiences. Because when my clients like, oh, they want to go here, I could be like, I've been in boom, 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 and I could tell you about it. And we went to 3 different properties, and I told her, so watch me go to the other 2 properties because I stayed at those properties before, but I haven't stayed there at that location. And she was like, I see. I said, and I said, do you see why the price? He goes, I totally get why this place costs and that place that. And I was like, and now what now? Do you think it was worth paying extra to stay here? Absolutely. I said, now, because Quest used to be like, I ain't spending all this money because I work hard and stuff. But then she understood and realized she valued that she needs her vacation she does a lot. But when she goes, she wants to stay at somewhere nice. And then she's like, I get it. I see why you pay this.
You know the shocking, crazy part about that was?
Well,
it wasn't even expensive.
Because we took to pay for it out. You don't want to pay.
Even when I really think about it, it still wasn't expensive. People just jump when they see big prices, and I realize they spend that money all the time.
All the time.
But when I really thought about it overall, I'm like, it wasn't that expensive, and it was incredible. And for the ones who want to pay $199 less, was upset, miserable, complaining because it's not what they thought. I'm like, how you gonna be like Stella? She come to Jamaica. Remember in the movie, Come to Jamaica, and she went because it looked beautiful. And what they showed her in the commercial is what she paid for. Now, if she would have saw in the commercial, want to go, and then she wants some cheaper flight, then she wouldn't have got all that. You pay for what you get for. You're gonna have a good time, but don't be mad when you see my Snapchat. 3 resorts down, and I'm living in the city looking extra pretty. That's not my fault. So won't you take your $200 that you wanted to save and take it to dry your eyes, okay? Because I'm gonna be over here getting the natural
vitamin D. You always tell people at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, and the value is so much worth it. Instead of you eating a chicken nugget, you can get a whole chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get the real chicken breast. They cook it right in front of you, not this frozen stuff, and really enjoy. Chef. You watching, chef to table. Like you're not having that experience at some regular places. Just they got freaking
buffets and that's it.
Yeah, but it's like carton eggs versus real eggs.
I said I'm like, there's something wrong with my eggs. It don't taste right or feel right. I'm like, is these real? They're like, oh, we actually use the carton. I was like, oh, I don't do that.
Cartons aren't bad if you're on. A lot of hospitals do it because it controls, what's in it and stuff like that. But I'm like, no,
that place. I'm not gonna name it. I know
what you're talking about.
That place. I was like, these don't taste right, and they're like, okay, we have some fried. We'll fry some eggs. I was like, should have did that the first time. But it's funny because
we go to eggs, but they always say
fried hard. Because if you get scrambled, most likely it's gonna be the liquid carton.
I already know. Now, yo, I wanted to break my yoke. I need to see
the white and I want to see the yellow. Hello.
Play when it comes down to my freaking food. But it was a great Whitney's Escape Wednesday, guys. I thank you for tuning in to being a part of our Whitney's Escape Wednesday. And hopefully you see our grind. Tired or not, we come in here to talk to you guys, let you know what we're doing, and hopefully keep on motivating you guys. Because even though I could fall out right now, that's good too. We still come on here because we love y'all, and we want to show you though, even though you're tired and you're dedicated to something, you're still gonna put on a good show. You're still gonna get good information. I might not be like, hey, but the words that come in my mouth is hey, and they're real, and it comes from the heart. And I hope you guys do value yourself, take care of yourself. This is Whitney's Escape Wednesday / Wellness Check Wednesday. Always check yourself. Always make sure, you're doing what's right for you. Don't budget yourself or downplay yourself for other people. If this is your passion and your dream and your entrepreneur, or if you work for somebody, don't ever downplay your value for anybody. What's for you is for you. You will get it. When you have the right mind, soul, and spirit, it's coming to you. Don't let anybody change you. Don't let people deter you or make you feel less than. Treat yourself how you want to be treated. Literally, because sometimes we treat people how we want to be treated, but we don't treat ourselves how we want to be treated.
Oh, she talking right. She talking right. Say that again for the ones in the back.
Treat
Ooh.
yourself how you want to be treated. You really got to do that, guys. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being loyal. Please check out our website. Quest got so much beautiful things going on. She's not just a voice goddess. She got her graphic design. She got flyers. She does so many things. She got her clothing line. She got lip glosses. She's an entrepreneur. She's a artist. Please support her. You know how you can find me on Whitney's Escape Wednesday, on Whitney's Escapes on all your social media platforms, YouTube, email, website, everything Whitney Escapes. Just Google me, boo. I'll pop up. For your next escape, and stay tuned. We have so many things going on. I believe God, next week I'll be more energized than today, but it's when you're grinding hard, this is what it is. And we like to keep it real, raw, and sweet.
That's funny. I could have sworn that was definitely my tagline from my other show.
I know, that's why I said
it. Okay, and on that note, bye.
Do you work too much? Constantly on the go? Miss hanging out with friends, family, or even yourself? Do you ever feel like you need an escape? Whitney's Escapes is here to help with just that. We specialize in family travel, autism travel, group trips, vacations, staycations, and more. So when you're ready for your next escape, make sure you contact us at whitneysescapes.com. Follow us on social media at Whitney's Escapes as well. Whitney's Escapes, where your dreams become your reality.